Yes, please. There's my full screen application, which you're now streaming. Excellent connection. Right, so here we go. You capture me as I'm doing some modification to the... Oh, boom. There's a Ivy Coast specific one. No, don't want to get rid of that. So we'll just have that in there. And if you're wondering what that sounds in the background, I'm in the voice chat, so if anybody wants to jump in and say hello and how do you do and how's your father, etc, etc, well, I am available in the voice chat, so join on in, say hello, I'm there. So what am I doing at the moment? I'm getting some of the least powerful lorries in my fleet, and I'm upgrading them. Why am I upgrading them, you might ask? Because I can, because I've got the money, because it is expedient to do so. Expedient, how's that for a word? Yeah, expedient. Most expeditious. Oh yes, expeditious. Now I'll do some of those. Not that you can see anything behind that. And I think that's all I can do for this Ivy Co. There was never much you could do with them. But anyway, so that's an Ivy Co, so that's confirm that. And let's just hide that window. Hello, how's our father? He's fine. So, now that one's done, I'm going to copy the config, not paint, just the full configuration. So all of these lorries are now going to be upgraded to the latest spec, like so. So now now if I do engine, and I go, we've got a lot of Volvo FHs, a lot of Renaults, and DAF XF105s. Don't have many DAFs, do I? Could upgrade it. Yeah, let's just do an upgrade. On this one, yeah, we can have those. So it's going to have a 16 speed. That doesn't really make much difference. This is a 4x2. It's for long distance jobs. So do that. And I've already got the maximum power engine in it. So nothing I can do with those. That's the DAF XF105. So what is the next one up? A Renault Magnum. Right, so let's upgrade this. What can I do with a Renault Magnum? Well, that's the interior as much as you got. It's good to know my driver's mate is just having a nice little nap. So just going to be enjoyed with the... we're going to regale you with the sounds of snores and some little bit of ASMR once I get to driving. But in the meantime, let's just upgrade the Volvos which I have in my fleet, because I believe these can have, yep, 750 horsepower engine. That's much better. We're going to keep the same 4x2 configuration because that's a long distance one, which is something I will be doing as soon as I can get the bits which I need. But anyway, all of that's looking a-okay. It doesn't really need any more adornments, so let's just confirm the order. And now let's do a copy the config to all the others. So we'll do full configuration copy. And do that. Confirm. Yes. There we go. Right. So now, let's have a look at the job market. Freight. And I'm looking for cargo weight. So we've got heat exchangers. Yeah, and we got heat exchange from there to there. A locomotive from Kaliningrad to Karlskrona. Yeah, I like that one. So if I accept that one, offer expires in 2 hours and 16 minutes. Will I be able to get there in time though? That's the question. Interesting. Yep, you know what? I'm going to do it. Yep, that's absolutely fine. Let's go ahead and do it. So now, let's see if I can move things. Just move this to the left. And there. If only we have steering wheels which could be moved like that in real life, eh? So, let's engage the automatic drive. There we go. So we got to drive to Kaliningrad because if I fast travel, that offer will no longer be available. But I see a few spots in here which I've not been to, so I'm going to visit them first. Let's lift up the middle axle, as I don't need it when I'm carrying all this stuff. You know, I'm going to enable a feature. I've disabled it for a while, but I'm going to put it back on. So options, controls, that's the one. Force feedback gain. Let's put it to normal. There we go. So now my steering wheel should vibrate. Yeah, I can feel slight vibrations in it now. Oh, no, it was yellow when I went. That don't count. So, recruitment agency, that's good. And then we'll just go along here and find the other one. Brum 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 brum. Chug 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 chug. That's a sail ship. Well, I'm in Berlin. Berlin's not known for its maritime tradition. How strange. Mercedes-Benz truck dealer discovered. Oh, no, that's not where I gotta go. And there we go. Just in time. Oh, very cheeky. Those other drivers are trying to go off, but no, no, no. I come first, now and forever. So we seem to have a full tank of fuel. That's good. Or full enough, I should say. Oops, didn't mean to do that. So there we go, I've got 560 litres of fuel. I'll refuel when I'm in Kaliningrad as it's cheap there. So let's just zoom along. Oh no, a red signal offence. Well, not to worry. Once we get on the autobahn, things will be relaxed. But in the meantime, let's get out of this industrial city and get on the autobahn, 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 autobahn. Here I am on the autobahn, autobahn, autobahn. At least I will be eventually. Let's put the main beams on so I can see where I'm going. I'm not doing this to be serious anymore. I'm just going to do it for some fun. If I do it for fun, then that's good and relaxing. After all, if you look at the traffic, I want to say the traffic in this game is unrealistic and it's relaxing. But the last few times I've been out driving, there's less traffic on the roads than there is now. I was very excited. I had a drive last night, just thought for a bit of fun. Give the chance for an engine to warm up and use it, because I haven't been driving for a while. And I saw on the odometer 119911. I thought, oh, that's cool. I don't think I've ever seen an odometer do that before. The next one I'm going to be looking forward to is 123456. That's an exciting number. Speaking of exciting, let's speed up, get past this guy, and no worries whatsoever about being able to do it fast enough because I've got the most powerful engine Scania does. Let's just slow it down a bit, because I won't be able to go fast, but I can't steer quickly, that's for sure. So let's just go with great alacrity towards Kaliningrad. I've got to get through all of Poland, and then I've I've got to get to Kaliningrad to pick up this very large, very heavy cargo, which will be fun going for border control with it. Yep, turn the main beams off, don't want to blind oncoming road users, I'm not that much of a prick. And as much as I want to overtake this ladder, I've got to wait until the course is clear, so to speak. So not just yet. So here we go, there's a bridge and no overtaking on this bridge. So if you want to join in, I'm there on the Discord. You can join in the voice chat, you can be a driver's mate. But in the meantime, let's just have a nice relaxing high velocity drive through Poland to get to Kaliningrad to pick up this consignment. And is that a police car? I do believe it is. He's going to get a surprise. See that? He's not flashing his lights or pulling me over for using my main beams or for overtaking him at 120 kilometers an hour. But no, I do have a speeding offence. So there's a €5,000 fine. But that's okay. Considering the amount of money I make in a day from 240 other drivers, it's no real bother. And if you're wondering, Hobbit, why are you driving at such great speed through Poland? Wouldn't it just be faster and easier to do a fast travel? Yes, you're right, it would be. However, heavy cargo refreshes every time you do a fast travel. So if I was to fast travel to Kaliningrad, the offer would have expired. So I have to drive there, and I have to get there in 2 hours and 16 minutes. I think that's in real world time, not in-game time, because you wouldn't be able to drive there in time. But anyway, so that's 100 litres used since I left Berlin. And we're just refueling Kaliningrad. Once I do that corner, try not to crash into other road users. And if I'm right, just before you get to Kaliningrad, there's a very nasty bend, very sharp. I shall have to keep my eyes out for it. Just overtake on the train tracks. Passing a police car with my main lights on, blinding him. No fines issued. No disco lights either. According to this, I can do 2,000 kilometers at my current consumption rate. But as I know before, that trip estimator is very optimistic. After I do these heavy cargo jobs, I'm going to reconfigure my lorry to be a 4x2 configuration, and that way I'll have the largest fuel tanks available to a tractor unit, which means I'll be able to do proper long distance journeys and not have range anxiety. So let's get there. How much further do I have to go? Another 437 kilometers. Okay. So we'll just keep that in the distance as an overlay. That way you've got some numbers counting down. Interesting that we're going this way and not the other way. I wonder why that is. Who knows? Who can say? Oh, okay. Well, looks like we're going to have an unscheduled pit stop, because otherwise I'd have touched that lorry driver and, oh, wouldn't that have been unfortunate? So we'll just get some diesel. so. There's our diesel. And if you listen intently, you can hear. So there we go. We got a full load of diesel. Let's carry on. Me that if my main beam's on. Don't worry, I know. So what's round this bend? Tight bend. No point in risking it. So we've already used 11 litres since passing that fuel station. Oh, wet roads. Okay. Still, I'm going so fast that my speed, yeah, and oh dear, you don't have much traction on wet roads, that's for sure. So let's just try and get back on the road, and there we are, we're back on the road. Okay, put it in drive. And let's take things easy as we don't have the grip we once did. And they're going this way, but oh, that van driver is being slow and that irritates me. So I'm just going to be in the overtaking lane, and like the van driver seems to have the same idea. Well, this could be interesting. I hope he's fast accelerating, because I'm not going to slow down. Yes, very sensible, aren't you? So, I've got to go there. No, I don't have to go there, but my god, there is not much traction at all. I'm impatient to get to there. I've still got 400 kilometers to go, but goodness me, it's going to take some going. And then once I actually pick up the trailer, that's when I'll start to drive sensibly. But in the meantime, I just want to get there in a good amount of time. Nope, speeding offence, but that's okay. Just put it onto the tab. Oh shit, that's where I've got to come off. Bit of damage, but that's okay. So yeah, a little bit of damage. So, yep, I'm in the right place now. I wish the indicators would auto-cancel. That would be nice. But they don't. Why is it such a circuitous route? This doesn't seem like the fastest way to get there. I believe that was anti-lock brakes. Oh, and I believe that's a lorry behind me. So that overlay is That's a bit better. Yeah, I like that. Let's go with that overlay. 392 kilometres. Yeah, I know it's going to be a red light. Oh, I didn't get fined. You know what? As we're passing a city, let's go in there and go and get a bit of a service, shall we? Welcome to Poznan, the most HIV positive area of Poland. So, go here and... Well, is Donnie waking up? Is that what I'm hearing? Yeah, that sounds like he is coming into somnolescence.
Hello, Hobbit.
Ah, there we go. You're back in the land of the living.
Hello. How are you doing, Hobbit?
Welcome to another episode of of Euro Truck Simulator, where I am Euro Truck simulating. So let's. Oh. And now it's complaining that I've got low air pressure. Never mind.
Heading out on the highway with Hobbit.
That's it, that's the idea, and it's daytime, so I don't need my main beams on anymore. I might as well get a bit of fuel whilst I'm here. Inch it forward a bit more. And then some fuel. 60 litres. I think that's 12 gallons. Parking braking. Take the parking brake off. Right, there we go. So yes, people were I was getting questions asked of Hobbit, when is the next gaming stream going on, and just been feeling a bit low. But tell you something I did recently was good. I'm going the wrong way round a roundabout. Never mind. Yep, that's fine. I had some fried chicken yesterday, and I didn't fry it all, so I had some leftover raw chicken in flour to do this today. And I noticed that it started to congeal and get all sticky, so I thought, alright, I'll use some flour. And then I remembered that, no, I've used all my plain flour already, so I can't do that. And then I thought, well, what have I got which works like flour? So I had some cornstarch, and I put that in. I think cornstarch works even better than flour when it comes to frying chicken, because I had a nice crispy coating on that. So that was good. Of course, fried in lard. Salt and pepper for seasoning, but as I was feeling extra indulgent, I had some tomato ketchup with it as well. So, there was my brief sojourn in Poznan, the most HIV positive city in all of Poland. Ironically enough, the chicken, it was frozen chicken breasts from Aldi, which were they were from Lidl, which was prepared in Poland. So I can say that was Auschwitz chicken, except it didn't stink. My dad was fond of buying whole chickens from Lidl, which had the property of smelling like death, and it wasn't a nice smell, and the chicken was never that good. So I used to call it Auschwitz chicken, which he didn't like me calling it that. But anyway, yeah, this little frozen chicken breasts, it's good stuff. Put them in the fridge a day or just overnight to defrost. Cut them up into small pieces, as small as you like. flour them with whatever mixture you like. I use flour, salt and pepper. And fry in lard until they get all crispy. And that's all you need to do, really. So. Now I slept. Does that mean the job will still be available? I might be driving to Kaliningrad all for nothing. Ah, never mind. Let's keep on going. So, wow, so this road is limited to 70. Well, I'm doing 120 in order to... Oh, thank you, mate. That was a tight one. That's a bit too fast, so... Yeah.
It's not a racing game.
I know, but I'm impatient to get to Kaliningrad. I mean, I've got 300 kilometers of Poland left, and I want to spend as little time in Poland as possible.
Well, you want your driver to be alive when he gets there as well.
Yeah. So, just zoom past this filling station, and there we go. 120 is pretty good. Let's get up this hill. Ah, brilliant. I can go up a hill and I can still accelerate. That's power. Just overtake this car transporter. Sharp brakes. Ah, there's a corner. This corner reminds me a bit of a corner I used to take when going to work, and you'd come into this town, and it was national speed limit, but you wouldn't want to be doing more than 40 on this corner. What's going up ahead? Road narrowing? Yep, it's road being narrowed. And they don't like me overtaking on a narrow bit of road, but don't they understand that I'm impatient? So.
You're a bit extreme today. Is the driver, are you late? You're running late there?
Well, actually, yes, there is a time limit into it. So I was in Berlin, I've got to get to Kaliningrad, and I've got to do it in 2 hours and 16 minutes. So I've got to get through all of Poland in about 2 hours, and the border check takes about 5 minutes. So yeah, I'm trying to keep my foot down. Once I get the trailer, I can drive sensibly. But up until then, it's just like, yeah, I don't like Poland that much, so I want to get through it. No, that's why all the Polish leave it.
And everyone's always saying how based Poland as well, as it was so based on.
Why don't they stay there?
So this is less of a relaxing stream today, and it's more of a we need to get this job done.
Yeah. Oh, it will be relaxing once I get to the job, but in the meantime it's just like, yeah, I don't like Poland, I want to get out of here. So just keep my foot down. Got another 250 kilometers to go, so yeah. And fuel consumption's not too bad considering I'm going flat out for a lot of this. Mind you, these twisty-turny roads don't really lend themselves to high-speed lorry driving. Was a good dinner / breakfast.
I'll tell you, I got offered a new job.
Hey, well done. Oh shit.
No longer going to be in need.
Ah, you're gonna have to do work again. I almost missed my turning there.
Oh, well, you did miss it. You're gonna have to go back.
Yep, yeah, that's what I did. Just an about turn and right. So. it's a manual one. I actually have to press a button.
Anything funny happened on that other show, Tuppy?
Bateman's, I think I've only watched about 6 of the 10 plus hours he's been going. I tuned out eventually, but he's still going now. There's a guy called Patrick Bateman who's been streaming since about 8 o'clock this morning. I would say.
Yeah, who is this Patrick Bateman? Because it's not the first time I've heard his name.
There's a show called Waffle House. Well, Buddy knows more about it.
Oh, I've heard of Waffle House, yeah. I like waffles. Well, I call them gaufre, though, because...
It's more of one of those, he doesn't think it's a political solution.
Well, there is no political solution.
Yeah,
I mean, it was nice to pretend 4 years ago there was, but time has it's disabused me of that notion. Oh yeah, undertaking on the hard shoulder. This is cowboy hours.
Whoa, fucking hell.
Oh, these are risks I'd never do in real life. Oh, it's nice to be on the motorway. I can put my foot down.
Well, John McNamara commented earlier, this game is oddly therapeutic. I bet he doesn't think so at the moment. He's balls to the wall at the moment.
Well, that's what I say. At the moment, it's high intensity, but later on, it's going to become...
Wait. Oh,
it's going to be nice and relaxing. Oh, we're coming up to a toll road, so I need to start slowing down.
I like the when it rings in the game. It's like a nighttime drive. That's calming.
Oh, I don't like it. I can't go fast when it's raining. It just as I found out, there is not much grip. Right, just throw 48 euros at them. Just hand them a 50 euro note. Yeah, keep the change. Got to get up to speed. I want to beat this ENI lorry. There we go. It says 70. I'm doing 80, going on to 90. There we go. And I've got to come off the motorway at this junction. Okay. So foot off. Hovering over the brake. Brake. Oh, the lorry actually bounced then. Amazing. So let's go towards Gdansk. Or Danzig as it used to be called. Yeah, out of my way. I wasn't going to wait for you. Oh, I just got that fixed. Never mind.
Doesn't cost you more than repairs to your truck than
oh, believe you me, with the speeding fines, the red fine offences, the crashed vehicle offences, I'm not making any profit from my efforts, but thanks to the 240 drivers under my employ, I'm making €1 million a day, if not more.
You remind me, you're like the Bruce Willis Die Hard cop of the truck driving road. I mean, you don't play, you don't do things by the book, but damn it, you get the job done.
Well, like I said, I would be using the fast travel feature, but if I did, the job would no longer be available. So I've got to do it the hard way, which is just put your foot to the floor and hope for the best. But nice long stretch of straight road here, so I'm gonna bomb through it. And the automatic transmission still thinks I want to be in the 11th gear. Okay.
Trucks have that many gears,
This one's got 12 gears. Some have 16, some have got 18. It's really dependent on... There's some lorries which have got 6-speed transmissions, and they sort of go through the same manual sequence that you would expect with a 6-speed manual gearbox in a car. And but nearly all of them are just automatic. So that's why I'm using automatic, so I don't have to focus on gear change anymore. Just keep looking at the road. And I've got a turning off over here on the left. So I'll just put my signals on. That's it. Do that. Ah, Phil's lighter's here, which means Phil can't be too far behind.
We were
That's right,
playing the Euro Truck simulator with Hobbit, but it's not as relaxing as usual because it's fucking bombing it on the wrong side of the road.
Fuck's sake, Alvith.
Well, I was in Berlin. I've got to get to Kaliningrad, and I can't fast travel because if I do, the job will no longer be available. So I've got to do it the hard way.
And now you're a millionaire and you're a trucker. You don't give a fuck about the fines, do you? That's like the problem.
No, I mean it just that's it. It just my 240 employees make me €1 million a day. So why do I care about fines?
So fuck it.
Yeah. I'm just gonna.
I do that. I'm like, fuck it. It's my privilege. I'm a millionaire. Do what I fucking like.
Yeah. I'm just gonna have fun. So here we are.
Yeah.
I'm going flat out, 150 kilometers an hour, which is not bad for a lorry. And we're coming up to border control.
Fuck 'em.
Sorry,
straight through that fucking border.
Sorry, Mr. Van, but I have to get it going.
So see you later, dickhead. Enjoy. Oh, you can fire me 50 fucking euros. Whoopty fucking deal.
Oh, here we go. Here's border control. This bit's going to take a bit longer because getting
so
to.
It's like a wage cock. Here's your fucking ticket.
I mean, it's not as if they put points on your license or anything, so you can just get
no, they don't.
You can incur as many fines as possible. It's just like, I don't care.
They should
guys.
do that. They should do that. That should be a difficulty setting where they put points on your license, and then if you fuck up too much, you just game over. That'd be meant that way.
I mean, there should also be a thing like your insurance premiums go up every time you have an accident.
Yeah. Or you go jail. You just go fucking jail. And die.
And then
just
that
game
point,
over.
you just have to like load up a prison architect or
simulate. Yeah. No, I'm saying no. What should happen is once they take the points away from your license, you have to start again. Like you lose all your fucking shit. It's like you've lost all your company. Everything's fucking gone. And then I'd like that. I'll tell you why I'd like that, because while I'm playing the game after that, I'd be like, do you know what? I lost everything. I used to be a millionaire. Now I'm getting back on track, and I've made it again.
What with the second Ivy Costralis? Imagine the irony. It's just like, oh, that's actually the lorry I started off with, and some other buggers put another 500,000 miles on it. Now I'm buying it back, and that's all I can afford.
Yeah.
Speaking of,
you can buy all your shit on the used market and employ people again.
Speaking of
do you
that's
want to wait
all I
for
can
me?
afford, have you heard of Tommy Robinson? He's at one point he had a palace in. Yeah, he had a palace in Bedford.
Oh yeah, he's got a shitty little house now, hasn't he?
Yeah. Well, I mean, shitty little. I mean,
it's alright.
If I had a house like that, I'd be quite happy. But it's a bit of a downgrade when I've been used to living in a 6-bedroom palace with underfloor heating and a swimming pool in Bedford. Although, who really wants to?
What's he gonna do now?
Dunno.
What's he gonna do now?
I think Ezra Levant's not interested in him anymore, so it'd be a good question. What is he going to do?
What, a Jew betrayed him? Milked him dry and betrayed him? That never happens, Orbit. What the fuck?
It ain't so. I mean, it was like he took all that money from all those English patriots to make a documentary called Shalom, which is definitely what they wanted him to do with all their money. You know, don't do a thing about grooming gangs. Just do something about like... this
Jews.
Do something about this poor Jew that where the new people in London take the piss out of him. It's like, or where he gets attacked by seagulls because he wears that funny hat which seagulls don't like. And
I've seen that video.
Then everyone's upset, and he's just like, "Oh, you're all Nazis." I mean, I took your money for grooming gangs, and I'm doing it about Jews, which, let's face it, it's more important than grooming gangs. And now you're all upset with me. Well, why is that? You're just Nazis. So yeah, he's gone bankrupt. I'm not sure how he's gone bankrupt, but he has. Cocaine.
Checking he'll join PA.
Oh. No, you can't.
He's not falling that low.
That's true, yeah, you haven't fallen that low. Fucking hell, that says bad things about PA, doesn't it?
But I don't think he would join with them as well, because he sort of like, he's dead set against the PA lot. Even though I think
No,
there's a
he'll
bit of...
swallow his pride eventually.
You think so?
Well,
He'll be the lead. Yeah.
It's as if that you know, anybody can be British.
Yeah, because some of his best mates are black.
Exactly. Some of his best mates are black, so rich people
Get
don't really
wrecked.
exist. Yeah, so.
Yeah, get right, left hard.
Yeah, he just doesn't like Islamist isms. So,
It's what like the Jews, they eat muzzies as well.
yeah.
They look white. They look white to me, Phil.
Yeah, that's the classic, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm white, Graham.
Citation needed.
I'm just like you. I'm a white man.
Oh, that was my. I haven't seen anything from Uncle Jared in a long time. Hope he's alright.
What, Jared Taylor?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's alright. White.
That was one of his big drawbacks, though.
They look white to me.
Well, that's frustrating.
Oh, yeah.
I got all the way there, and now the job's no longer available, so I'm going to fast travel to Italy and see if that works.
I think Jared's playing the optics game though, and he admittedly, like if you had a private conversation with him, he'd be well aware of this.
Well, it's so funny, and you know what? I need to get around to watching it. Jared Taylor versus Michael. Oh shit! Well, I forgot the religious guy. Michael.
I tell you what, I got a lot of respect for Jared Taylor. He did Superman push-ups. Have you seen those Superman push-ups?
I have, and those are a lot harder than they look. Somebody made a funny video about it, and it was really funny in the video. But those where you put your arms, you know, and your legs as far as they'll stretch, and you can still push yourself up. That's actually really good.
Okay, no.
The leverage there is really dead set against you. So if you've got the strength to still push up, I mean, you can be a contestant.
Michael Lee Jones, that's who I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Michael Lee Jones.
Jared Taylor can speak fluent Japanese as well, can't he?
Well, he was born in Japan, but for some reason,
Ping pong, ching chong.
Liberals don't say he's Japanese.
Ping pong, ching.
And he's got
chong.
charisma. Like everyone likes Jared Taylor, even if they disagree with him. They can't help but just be like, hey, he's alright.
You should see how many, you know, I did that quotes video earlier on. 2 or 3 of them were born in India. Rudyard Kipling was born in India. Nobody says that they're Indian, no?
No. Only Africans do that when they find out there's like a French philosopher that was born in Algeria. And they go, see, he's fucking black. It's like, nah, he isn't, man. Like, you're not having fucking Camus, you dickhead.
He'd be black.
Actually, Hobbit, you've got a very famous Algerian as your avatar on Telegram.
Society of Islington has got no affiliation to hobbits or to Fremens on the Sands. And Sizzy Zidane, you know, he's just a decent footballer that someone on Telegram may or may not like.
Yes, those 3 guys, you never see them in the same place at the same time.
No, you don't. There we go. Glasgow to Aberdeen.
Yeah, Sandwich Bar, E. Michael Jones, I said Michael E. Jones. I've just not followed people. Believe it or not, I've taken a bit of a step back from following. I've not been to politics for a while, but E. Michael Jones is a well-educated guy. If you want to learn more about Christianity, actually, if you want to learn more about Christianity, Michael Jones.
Oh, I've spoken with E. Michael Jones before. He's one of those people that thinks that ideology trumps race and genetics, and so I fundamentally disagree with him on that premise.
Well,
I disagree.
Well, exactly. Yeah, but that's why his debate with Jared Taylor should have been so good. I've just not, looked at it yet, because Jared Taylor is the race guy, but he doesn't acknowledge the JQ, whereas E. Michael Jones is the Christian religious guy who doesn't like the 4x2s. So they should have come to the ultimate conclusion between them.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Oh, it's raining.
They're both in what's it called? They're both contemporaries of one another. They're similar ages, aren't they?
Yeah, both boomers.
Yep. So I'm in Edinburgh now. I've got to get to Glasgow in the next 86 hours to pick up this container. Because I got to Italy and it was like, yeah, the job no longer exists now. I'm doing these heavy cargo jobs.
Hey, well, watch out for the Lacey Marie.
Yep. Brum brum. Brum 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 brum. Come on, you guys. I wanna get there. What? Why? Oh no, you've changed your mind. You were signalling left and then suddenly you just... Do you see that? It swerved and it went on. What a bastard.
Just bump into it.
I hate it when people do that.
So, well, that's good AI on the game, though. When you
What if they have women's indecision?
that's you follow chess at all? When they were first putting human world champions against a
Oh yeah, Gary Kasparov versus Deep Blue.
Well, yeah, that's the one, artificial intelligence. But the computer only knew how to play for the most optimal moves. So when Kasparov, he worked it out, and he deliberately played like a couple of bad moves in a row to throw the computer off, and then he beat the computer. So he taught the computer this human tactic.
Interesting, because I think now they use neural nets with AI, so they can learn from their past mistakes, and they just evolve models and whatever the most effective model is. So you can actually have neural net AI which understands the rules of chess, and then whichever mutation wins a game of chess, it goes, okay, that was a successful mutation, keep it, and then it basically just plays countless games against itself until you've got a highly refined chess winning algorithm. It's easy to do with chess because the moves are fairly predictable, but there's another strategy game called Go, which is about territory control, and apparently AIs have a lot more trouble playing Go than they do chess.
Well, that's, I mean, a lot of the best chess players, well, Bobby Fischer, for instance, he was a guy that didn't do any sort of conventional. A lot of the chess players seem very robotic, don't they? They just work out all of the sequences and they'll follow a particular pattern. When somebody like Bobby Fischer, he didn't used to play by the book. He could react. He's probably the best chess player.
I'm no good at chess. I mean, I like the game and I find it interesting, but I'm just no good at it. I can't see that many moves ahead. I'm quite naive.
In that case, would you like to play a couple of games?
Yeah, sure.
Hobbit, where are you driving again?
Driving to Glasgow. I've got to pick up a heavy industrial container.
She's fucking dead, you cunt. She's overdosing with dead and you're making fun of her. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you people?
Oh, can't say that on YouTube anymore.
I think it's fucking funny.
I think Donnie already knew what you were driving.
Yes.
Where does he go?
That was a rhetorical question, wasn't it? Yes.
She's fucking dead, you cunts. Hey, Lisa Marie was back streaming yesterday. I haven't watched it yet. I'll tune in, but she's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, this channel on YouTube, Mark Felton Productions. Really interesting.
Whoa.
It's always about World War II, but it's just like it doesn't take a side. Like it's just accurate.
I'm glad there's been more documentaries about World War One because not much is said about that.
Has anybody worked out what World War One was about?
I mean, I heard apparently there was like it set off an avalanche where there was all these contingencies that if X happens in this country, then we're going to war and we can't change these plans. Well, I'm starting to wonder if it was actually just about a great reset, as it were, to rewrite history and kill a lot of people that might have remembered how things were. Because it seemed to be shortly after the people that were fighting World War I would have been aware of Tartarian mud floods. So I'm thinking we're not told much about it.
It'll have to be studied, well, probably many years from now, but there's just the genetic impact of World War I and World War II that it had on Europeans, because it must have, it must have chopped off so many IQ points, and the testosterone levels must have fallen, just in a general population, because it was generally the best of the guys that were, sent to the front lines to die.
But the other thing as well is just in the World's Fair. There was all these World's Fairs where these brilliant buildings were constructed, and then they were torn down. And I'm looking at there's just a lot about the recent history within the past 150 years, which they're lying to us about. And I suspect we had electricity long before Edison and Tesla were doing their jobs. Right, so got a massive oversized box to carry. 44 tons isn't too heavy, but it's still something. So off I go.
English style in the chat bit.
So let's slowly but surely go there. I'm driving sensibly now because it's a very large oversized thing. So I can't just drive like a maniac, but there we go, the police are waiting for me. She's fucking dead in it. Headlight usage offence. Oh, okay. They want me to...
Get down to the red light district, you might see Brutus.
Oh, shit.
Meet his next victim.
I've already ballsed it up. I'm in Scotland, so that means driving on the left. That's okay. I should be alright. I think I can recover this. Not a good start.
You can see that person waving you over there.
Yeah, that's it.
The police not going to knock on your window now and just check that you're not drunk.
It's like, do you know we drive on the left-hand side in England and Scotland? It's like, oh yeah. But anyway, I get to use both lanes because it is an oversized load, and as you can see, there's a fair bit of overhang each way. So anyway, I've got to follow this escort van in front of me.
Ian, are you still in the front seat? Or is it you keyboard big man?
I'm in the front seat, mate, playing Stellar's speech.
Yeah.
It's the hours.
We'll be cheering on Liverpool FC.
Liverpool.
Liverpool!
Supporting Charlie Baked Potatoes.
Liverpool!
Myself and Ian are both betting on Liverpool tonight, so fingers crossed.
Oh, it's struggling to get up that hill.
Are you in the right gear?
Well, it's automatic, so I'm going to go with yes.
Oh,
Well, I've lowered my fourth axle, so I've got even more contact with the road.
That's something I was learning before the driving lessons were cancelled during the lockdown.
Same.
Make sure you're in the right gear for those.
Yeah, well, I was learning about vehicle weights and when to deploy the axle and when not to, and what your European directive working time brakes are, and which we're still using even though we left the EU. I guess nobody's willing to argue that you can work more or less in a day. So it's still the hard limit of you can only drive 10 hours a day commercially.
So
Well, it's an oversized load, so the police have got to be there on parts of the road to shut it down, so nobody else tries to drive when I'm using it.
I can't shut it down. I can't listen to that without thinking about that guy with the walkie-talkie. Shut it down.
Yeah. Although, to be honest, I don't think the police really would be... front escort vehicle is going to want to adjust your speed to avoid possible crash. Okay. I don't think they would be doing... Normally, these oversized loads are never driven during the busiest time of day. I mean, it's 20 to 6, it's rush hour. Normally, they do them at like 3 to 6 in the morning. Oh, can I get up this hill? Come on. Come on, come on, that's it, that's it, that's it. Second gear. And 4 kilometers an hour. Barely, barely. Ooh. If you cannot start moving, put it in differential lock. Okay. Diff lock is on. And I'm going backwards. Right, hill start. So, foot on the brake and foot off the brake. No, I'm stalled. Great. No, I'm going backwards. Okay, so, put the parking brake on. Build up some speed, and then...
Are you awake yet?
Yeah, he's awake.
What's the matter with you? It's insane. You think it's funny?
Oh, shit.
Were you watching Markiplier?
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
What's going on? What am I missing?
Well, I'm doing Euro Truck Simulator, but I'm stuck trying to get up this motorway. I've got no.
Are we live?
Yeah, yeah.
Let's say fuck or bugger.
Yeah. No, you can't say that on YouTube anymore. You try and put it in the comments, and the Google moderator team will janny it.
Worse than Top Cat.
Yeah, I'm here.
Are they worse than Top Cat, are they?
They really are. And
Okay, that must be bad.
Yeah, I'm firm but unfair.
You're firm but you're fair. You ban everybody and let God sort them out, Toppy, don't you?
Well, exactly. What was that? It reminds me what Hobbit was saying a couple of days ago about we're not going to judge you, we're just going to kill you, and then God will judge you.
well, that's
Kill them all, let God sort them out. I think that's like a Yank phrase, isn't it?
no, that goes
Donny,
back
isn't
to
that like a Yank bumper sticker?
that goes back to the Crusades. It's what the Pope said about, hey, aren't some of these like, you know, our people? And it's like, yeah, but if you kill them, God will sort them out. And what I actually said was, the capital punishment used to be a thing when the judges would say, look, we can't actually judge you. Only God can judge you, so we're going to send you to God for judgment.
Oh yeah, I quite think that. It's like when they go, it's no, the capital punishment's no deterrent. Yeah, but it prevents reoffending, doesn't it?
Yeah. I think a capital punishment is a deterrence.
What do you think to? Well, we're talking about this stuff. Should we go for the moral argument? What do you think to? Wow, what if one innocent person gets hung on account of this?
Yeah, I very well. I used to be very
picture.
Ever since I was a teenager, I always thought to myself, the government doesn't need more excuses to kill people. And then I thought, yeah, but they're going to kill you if they want to anyway. So, and then the fact is, then you're dead. So, if you're innocent, you go to heaven, and that's it. You know, game over. It's done. Ah, there we go. 60 kilometers an hour. Let's just cruise along with this massive 44-ton payload. which I was barely able to get up the hill with because it was too wet and slippery.
Deep do.
What's that?
Oh, Final Fantasy 9. Zidane. Oh, Zidane. Ah, Christ, we were talking about Zidane there before. Yeah.
Zinedine Zidane.
Oh, what? Zidane used to be on the kill stream, Danny?
No, he used to be in the French football team.
Yeah, we were talking about.
Oh, right.
Before, and there's, yeah, Final Fantasy 9. I liked Final Fantasy 9, but not as much as 7.
Never played a single one of them.
Oh, great. Oh, Final Fantasy 7. Once you immerse yourself into that world, it's just such a superb story.
Chocoballs!
I mean, even the bad guy in it, you know, we found out his backstory, you know, he was a good guy, but then he became Sephiroth. Yeah, but, you know, he was a good guy, wasn't he? He was like the best soldier. Best Shinra soldier, first class, and he finds out that he never had like a mother or a child when he was created, or his memories were implanted, and he just becomes insane and wants to take over the world. It's a great game.
Road narrowing. This is not fun.
1997, but it's still superb. There's been a remake, hasn't there? I need to get that. It's on the to-do list. The 7 remake. When I start getting a bit of money coming back in the next couple of months, PS5.
You're going to start playing it on Sunday nights on your Nintendo, are you, Toppy?
Well, yeah, I've already got an entry link, so.
Has Mark's entropy been shut down?
No, because he's well in with the leaders, with the woman who runs the isn't she?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they were on a stream, weren't they?
Yeah.
I made
So it's MI5 approved.
Oh, that's good. I had fried chicken yesterday and today, and the flour chicken which I had prepared was in a box, and it all started to sort of gel together again, and I ran out of plain flour to dust it. But I did have cornstarch, so I used cornstarch instead, and I'll tell you what, works even better than flour. It was nice crispy coating on it.
Isn't cornstarch bad for? Don't people moan about corn?
Yeah. Oh, it's all genetically modified now. I've got to change lanes.
Is there no unadulterated unadulterated corn now?
No.
Avoiding slip.
No, there's Monsanto's contaminated the entire world's corn supply, so you can't get unmodified corn anymore. It's okay, we're living in the end times, it doesn't matter anymore. It's all going to end soon.
Jesus coming back soon.
Yeah, well, he better.
You're going to run it past DNA first, whether it's a good bet or not.
ENA, have you got in United versus AC Milan?
AC Milan, mate.
Good. Fantastic.
It's like ENA, like the Snopes of betting tips, always do the opposite of what ENA says.
Just the opposite. Do the opposite of what ENA thinks. But I'm glad that you've said I'm piling United.
Zidane, the Bhutan was more nationalist than Gayla, Ralph, or Southerner Dingo. I shouldn't be reading the chats.
Why did Zidane leave the kill streams? Anybody know?
Well, he got a red card for headbutting the other player.
Funny.
I think he just left because he had enough. He knew it was boring.
That's Mark Collett's little pet. Another one of Mark Collett's little failure pet projects, isn't he? Ralph.
believe Dingo went on the kill streak. It's actually kind of funny.
Dingo's back in the fold now. It's TRS, look. TRS puffed there again, isn't he?
Off the rain.
Actual sodomite.
Sorry. Yeah.
TR sodomites.
Honest. Sorghum, why can't you go into a thing? I don't know if I'll ever hear this, and like maybe this is a clip to put on YouTube. I hope it.
Where would you go to ranch?
Sirgun. Here's the thing. Does he have a driving license? So wasn't there things like, oh well, you know, I don't need a drive because driving's degenerate.
The city don't need
It's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take you seriously, Mr. Bus Wanker.
Yeah, I think the only time he goes in the car is when Sven fucks him in the back of his Subaru for the show. Isn't it?
That's pretty much it, yeah. Really, Sven always struck me as the bottom. I don't know why, but I just get a feeling Mike would be on top of him. That's why he practices doing squats and stuff, so you can just support all that weight on his back.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, Sven. Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Here's the thing.
Here's the thing. It's coming, Sven. Here's the thing. Oh, right.
Here's a tip, Sven.
Oh no, I'm starving.
Okay, something to eat in it, Sven.
Okay. Living the dream.
Beavis and Bird when they went down the hill in the.
Oh,
Beavis and Bird when they went down the hill in the tractor tyre.
Yeah,
that was my
great.
favourite. That's one of my favourite.
I still remember going to watch someone in America with a friend of mine who wants to roll in there.
He wants us to do his wife. He wants us to do his wife.
I'll pay you.
You boys are always whacking off in the shed.
Whacking off him until the shed.
Whacking off.
Sounds like a
whacking off.
bunch of buzzards in there. No, oh god, the first time I watched that, my sides were hurting from how much I was laughing.
Did you go, oh my sides?
It literally was, oh my sides, it hurt that much. Let's see, I think I was about 12 years old at the time, it was fire. Oh, the introductions, that was great. Hey baby, how's it
They
going?
meet their dad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's lots of sluts in our town.
So we went to this toilet called Harlem or something. Oh yeah, who are these two sluts there? I scored them. Yeah, me too. How you doing? Oh, it's me. I scored both of them. My God, you guys are really cool. You guys want to see something really cool? Oh yeah, who was it? It was because it wasn't Mike Judge doing the voice of their dads. It was it wasn't Ruth Bader Ginsburg. He died recently. I think it was. It was like some chat show host. He interviewed Mike Judge, and he was like, David Cross.
No, not Conan O'Brien.
No, it wasn't Conan O'Brien. It was like some contemporary of Larry David, but I don't think it was Larry David. You know, it looks like Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
I'd be disappointed if I was a
Who was it? Oh, I can't even remember.
Mark Collett looks like Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
She's saying those.
Yeah. Just need to put him in the Skeksis outfit and just pass off as possible.
Right, so let's get the fucking hell 1996 bastard. Do you know I own the VHS of this film?
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I think I don't think I actually did buy the VHS of it, but I did borrow it from a friend. The first VHS tape I ever bought was June, and the first DVD I ever bought was Demolition Man.
What was your first album? Mine was Morning Glory by Mrs.
Mine was Music Has the Right to Children by Boards of Canada.
Is it David Letterman? Are they the Motley Crue roadies?
Yeah,
They're credited as the Motley Crue roadies. The other guy is Tony Darling.
David Letterman, that's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there was that music video for Rob Zombie or something where Beavis eats a peyote cactus and just like starts seeing like all this weird stuff. It's like, yeah, that was a good movie.
I just really missed the Beavis and Butthead when they used to take the piss out of the videos.
Yeah, with the metal thing.
Well, what's so sad is that they came back
This is crap. There's not enough explosions in it. Germans used to say stuff like that.
Oh, I remember when they were watching, they didn't think much of British dance music, and they had the Shaman and Prodigy with Firestarter. And at first Beavis was like, yeah, fire! But after that he got bored. No, they did like a series in 2011 on MTV, and it was the second most watched thing, but there was like, yeah, this doesn't really appeal to our target demographic of 13 to 14 year old 14 to 16 year old girls.
It's supposed to appeal to people who used to watch the show in the first place.
Yeah, and so for that reason they just said no, and
16-year-olds don't even watch fucking TV, and these people are so fucking thick, aren't they?
but yet MTV still exists for that demographic which does.
Yeah, remember when MTV played music?
Jesus, yeah, I do. Fuck me. Does that make me old?
Yeah, I do too.
Headbangers Ball, that was the best.
Whenever I was over in France, MTV would be one of the channels you could
Go
get
MTV
interested.
Raps with Fab Five Freddy's. Anybody remember that?
No. Yeah. Da-da, Nightcrawler. Yeah. They really like Pantera.
Never got into Pantera.
No, neither did I, but Beavis and Butthead really likes them.
Yeah, they love
I was a Anthrax guy, really.
Oh, there was this song, I don't remember who it was by, but the fact is, I heard like, I wanted to hear like the original, but in my head it doesn't sound the same without Beavis going bow 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 bow, and it's about this guy who mails himself to a place to get a brain. And I don't really care what the song's about. It's just that Beavis just keeps going over and over it, and like Butter gets really annoyed with him, and he keeps slapping him in the face, but Beavis won't shut up. So in the end, Butter just goes fizz, buzz, 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 fizz, fizz, buzz, 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 and then both just like sing along to it. Oh, what was that song called? I think I saw it. Like, there's some people who've uploaded like VHS clips of Beavis and Butthead with the music on it, which of course YouTube's getting better and better at censoring, so all of that will be lost now, bastards.
Yeah, you've got to stop that stuff because it's evil.
Yeah, it's really evil that someone put music in their song, or that someone would upload a clip onto Twitter which is copyrighted, and then the tweet has to be deleted because, oh, what do you mean fair use? Fuck you, cunt. Oh yeah, and you can't say...
Yeah, there is no fucking fair use.
And you can't say Scuggy's a fat lazy cunt on YouTube anymore because the Google moderating team will jan you.
Scuggy is a fat lazy cunt.
Yeah.
Just spitting straight dope, aren't we?
You're not allowed to say the truth anymore because it's offensive to people that don't like the truth.
It's offensive to Scuggy, who's basically fucking a stone. Scuggy, they were like Beavis and Butthead the other day, weren't they?
Well, that's why I was waiting for them to watch like 16 and Pregnant and just start like giggling when they see like the belly or something.
He wants me to do his wife.
She's pregnant. Oh yeah, she's a slut. Hey Beavis, she'd probably do you. Yeah. Oh my god, come on, I can go up this hill, I can do it. Come on, oh my god, come on, come on, come on. I've got a 650 horsepower engine in this. It's got to pull it.
Are
Yes.
you waiting for you to break down in front of you?
Oh no, these are escort vehicles. So there's one in the front and one in the back. Because when you're delivering an...
A wide load of it.
Yeah, I've got an...
What film's that from? Chow down, wide
Are
load.
you, why
Does
you-
anybody know what
is-
film's that from?
Are you transporting Lawrence Tower?
It's called...
Oi! Whoa!
well, once we deliver
Puppy's
it...
got his-
Yeah, once we deliver this thing from Glasgow to Aberdeen, we'll find out what it was I was delivering. All I know is it's a massive crate that hangs out on both sides of the trailer.
Does anybody know where that phrase "chow down, wide load" comes from? I'm sure it's from a film.
Dunno, but Duel wasn't a good film.
It was a good film. It's Jaws, but with a truck.
I know,
Fucking
but...
heathen of it.
Yeah, but I wish the truck driver won, because... hey look, there's guys out there just like... It's like
But
cheering
do you know
me
what?
on.
Your brain has been wrecked and fucking ruined by fucking ADHD inducing TV. That's why you don't appreciate it.
I think it's more to do with the mobile phone that's reduced my attention span. I've seen
Yeah,
films
exactly.
from the 70s.
That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, but there's films from the 70s I enjoyed. High Plains Drifter was good. THX 1138.
Plane.
Which
I
one?
do
Sorry?
need to watch that. I haven't seen that for years.
What, High Plains? Yeah.
THX 1138.
It's very sort of like, it is pornographic black men gyrating because that's what people want to see in the future. I mean, there's a
No,
dystopia for you.
I don't even remember that bit.
Oh, they like... They,
Actually, I don't really remember. Like, I just remember like the really white bits with the police officers with the gold faces, silver faces.
yeah, I like the Donald Pleasance.
And there's
isn't it?
the end bit where he escapes in a sports car, doesn't he? So,
Oh yeah, a Ford GT. A very futuristic looking car as well. Oh yeah,
If you're
and
going to escape in any type of car, I suppose a sports car would be the best time.
I was watching a YouTube video earlier about the production of. Anyone ever seen Auto Man? I never watched it at the time. Yeah. It sounded like quite a good TV series. The premise was quite good. Anyway.
what, like how the premise behind Captain Scarlet was really good, and then they just
No, just it's just like we really like these effects. We really like these effects from Tron. We want to redo it, but build a TV series around it.
Oh, okay. Oh,
It can't be
interesting.
Tron.
Yeah. I like Captain Scarlet. I just wished it had an ending, as opposed to just the last episode being a fucking clip
Flashback.
show. Yeah, the
It
last.
was a flashback episode.
I mean, it's
Do you
like.
remember when they used to do that? The A-Team used to do that as well. It's like, oh, we're stuck in a lift shaft and Murdoch's dying. Oh, let's talk about years ago.
That was just. It's like, okay, 32 episodes, 2 of which are clip shows, and I'm like, mate, no. I don't want to view the job offer, I want to deliver it. Oh, I've got to go over there, that's where I've got to go.
Want to deliver the job offer?
Well, no, I just thought, because normally, in the normal thing, you got...
They're Brutus levels of punctuation there, Hobbit. I don't want to review the job offer, I want to deliver it. That's literally like... That's how Brutus would have written it.
Yeah, well, I'm concentrating on driving, I'm not concentrating on grammar.
Brutus was there writing his book during the great punctuation shortage of 2018.
That's it, yeah. All the commas and such were being used for writing Japanese emoticons.
Yeah.
Yep. Lots of semicolons went that way as well.
I'm trying to get Donnie to watch Ulysses 31, Hobbit.
Oh yeah, that's a good cheesy show, that is.
Yeah. He's watched the first episode, haven't you, Rod Donnie?
The music's cheesy, but the show's good. I kind of wish like it could be remastered.
Ulysses.
Yeah, that was good music, but then the rest of it is just like this sort of like.
You know, that was a French/Japanese production.
Well, duh. I mean, where do you think I saw it? I saw it in the original French.
In the original French, or was it the original Japanese?
I'm sad that because Daft Punk no longer exists, they won't be able to do a remastered soundtrack for it because they're the sort of people that.
Well, apparently you can buy the soundtrack for it. You have to buy the French version.
But it's a shit soundtrack, so you know, no.
No, it's pretty good.
Well, there's better French artists for making soundtracks and things like that. So that's the only thing I didn't like about you. I mean, great story. It is Ulysses, but in space.
Odysseus.
Yeah, Ulysses. Well, Odysseus is Ulysses.
Yeah.
Right, let's go the other way then.
Also, it was when Odysseus went on the Odyssey. Old Telemachus, his son.
Yeah.
What was that robot called?
Oh, well,
Who knew?
yeah, well, yeah, they always had to have like a cutesy robot in it.
It was the 80s. It was the 80s. You had to have an annoying. You even had to have an annoying robot in Rocky IV, didn't you?
I had this book about robots, and one of the things that was talking. This was back from. It was like the Ladybird Book of Robotics, and one of the things they're talking about is
love Ladybird books. I've got the Ladybird Book of Dinosaurs somewhere.
One of the things they talk about is the difficulty for robots with image recognition. It's like you might be easily able to distinguish the crayon from this picture of bolts, nuts, springs and other things, but for a robot this is quite a difficult thing to do, especially if you have items obscuring the crayon, whereas you still know it's a crayon, it's just with some other bits of junk on top of it. And actually that's still a thing for today. I think that's why all this capture things are just to train the Skynet system to be able to better recognise this, to make a more effective killing
That's why,
machine.
you know, when you're doing image capture, you're actually helping that AI find objects.
There, it's in the green
You know,
zone.
the image,
right.
image capture where it says find all icicles or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what you're doing. I mean, I even think like the crypto mining is actually you're giving up your computational time for AI systems, and you get like a reward token for doing it. So you get.
I've been mining that fucking pie for almost 2 years now, and it's still not even a thing. Do you know the pie?
I don't know why you're referring to DOA as that. That's a bit out of order.
So let's see what
Yeah, you have to log on to Mine Pie every day, and I just can't be asked doing it anymore. But you have to click onto it, and to be mining for 24 hours.
Do you remember when TRS were trying to persuade people to do fucking Bitcoin mining for them? Do you remember that?
Oh, Odysseus went on the Odyssey. Ulysses went on the Ulysses.
Yeah.
Oh.
What?
That's what someone in the chat says.
You fucking what, mate?
Odyssey.
I think that's a joke.
Went on the Odyssey. Ulysses went on the Ulysses.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Odyssey is like Ulysses is just the Roman translation of Odyssey. Odysseus.
I think it's Roman/Greek, a bit like the gods.
Greco-Romans. Yeah.
Greco-Roman wrestling.
Yep. I know someone that likes a bit of that.
There's Greco-Romans and they're goddamn wrestling. Whereas wrestling each other naked, aren't they?
They like a bit of the wrestling.
I think we might have a celebrity listener who was just mentioned. Judging by the message I received.
So a nice therapeutic stream where I'm going to be blissfully ignorant of whatever it is you're talking about, as I.
That's you stay that way, I'm it.
Yes. I'll learn afterwards when the stream's over. But oh, great! So I get to Italy and the offer's not available, but there's one in Luxembourg. So let's get to Luxembourg.
I'll just do it briefly. Toppy said about he was mining pie.
Yeah.
Said I've been mining that pie for a couple of years now.
Oh dear.
Yeah, it's still worth absolutely nothing, pie. I'm sure it must be a big scam.
It can't be if you can mine it for now. It can it.
It's been going
Doge
on
coin
and
is easy to mine as well. It's
really annoying.
It was designed.
Why does no two? What? It's also designed that no two people pronounce it the same.
Doge coin. Well, it's supposed.
Some will call it Doge. Some people call it Dogecoin.
It's dog.
Toppy calls it Dog. Dogecoin.
Yeah, but it's like
Well,
the Doge.
Dogecoin is actually turning out to be quite a solid investment. It's actually already used to buy online porn, so it is actually being used.
Great.
You know, if you want to back an emergent technology, you want to see which way porn's going, because I don't know if it settled VHS, but I know it certainly DVD was going to die.
Yeah,
DVD was on its way. Nobody was touching it.
I've been told by people in the industry. I've been told by
it.
people in the industry that one of the things which got VHS down was just giving the equipment to porn manufacturers, and Sony didn't want to have anything to do with it. So
porn was the decider.
Yeah, VHS was done by the JVC Corporation, and there was somebody in it who managed to get a lot of blank VHS tapes and mastering machines sent to pornography companies, and they that sealed it. It's just like, if you want porn, get VHS.
Yeah,
porn.
I don't think that's necessarily it. I think the other part of the equation is that you have to allow other people to use it. Whereas Sony don't really allow other people to use the stuff, do they?
Well, the other problem with Betamax was the play length was limited to 74 minutes, and most films are longer than 74 minutes long. Betamax was it was like a commercial available version of what the studios had, and the studios would have these systems where you would sort of immediately play something after the first 60 or 40 minutes was up. So it was all right for them because they'd have multiple players. Whereas for you, where you're trying to tape something off the telly, you want something that's longer than 74 minutes. You want an E180.
Yeah.
You guys with your crappy graphics cards are competing with Asiatics have entire server rooms for the processors yeah, and they use ASICs as well. And that was actually, funny enough, I was talking about that. I said someone should make an ASIC to make Ethereum mining. And it's like, well, they have, because one of the things that to democratize cryptocurrency is you make something which is difficult to mine on an ASIC, but it's easy to mine on a graphics card, or easier to mine. And so one of the things they did with Ethereum was you needed very high memory bandwidth in order to be able to do it, which graphics cards have got, but ASICs don't. So what do? Well, there's here's an ASIC with really high memory bandwidth, so now you can mine Ethereum on it. So every time they release a new cryptocurrency, which is profits from graphics cards, that's why people buy up graphics cards for the sole purpose of mining on them, until somebody figures out how to do an ASIC which does the same job. And personally, I don't know. I don't like any of this stuff because it's all kind of like cashless society, and I reckon eventually governments will just regulate it so you can't use any of these cryptocurrencies. They'll be made illegal. They'll be made illegal,
fucking hell.
And then you'll have to use the government cryptocurrency, which will just be tried into your national database.
In the football topic.
Mohamed Salah, and then Kante.
Did he have a jihad? Did he blow up over the slightest provocation?
There must have been 3 or 4 chances to put it in the back of the net. Mate.
Mohamed Atta had 3 chances to drive his truck of peace. Yeah. Did he declare a fatwa upon the other team?
I'll just not watch again for a while. He absolutely should have been 1-0 there.
Well, and we need you and ENA to be Chris Kamara and Jeff Stelling.
Some knobhead with a selfie stick there. What are you doing in Luxembourg with a selfie stick? Don't you realise photography there's illegal?
Luxembourg?
Well, I'm in Luxembourg because this is the only other place I could find a really heavy thing to transport, which is what I'm doing now. I'm doing heavy transports, and when I do enough of them, I could be like, right, that's it, I'm done all my heavy transports, and then I'm going to go back to doing long-haul transportation. But I thought, for a bit of fun, I'm going to do something slightly different, so can be driving big heavy things really slowly and carefully with escort vehicles in the front and the back. Change of my name, Louvre is now occurring. Luxembourg has this really twisty turny road out of it. I hate it.
I've been to Luxembourg, I bet.
No, I've got an aunt who works there. She lives in France. Well, has she moved back to Belgium? I don't know. There's a lot of people who live near Belgium in France that they're buying houses in Belgium now because the French tax rates are just really intolerable, and it's like, oh well, you speak the same language, so yeah, I guess we'll slum it in Belgium now. It's kind of weird actually. I when I was over there for last year, I used to just I'd say, hey, can I borrow the car? And it's like, yeah, sure. And it's like, do you want me to refill it? No, we'll do that. Okay, great. So I can just drive this car. And I even said to them, look, I want to drive to the coast today. That's going to be a 200-kilometer round trip. Do you want me to refuel it? No, it's fine. It's like, oh, thank you very much. Brilliant. So I drove it there, and I drove here, there, and everywhere. And I was like driving into France, and then going back to Belgium. And at the time, my granddad used to do the same thing, like he'd shop in France because, not that it was cheap or anything, it's just he didn't have to wear a mask when going into the supermarkets there. But now they've mandated it.
He did have to wear a burqa.
Yeah.
Talking about going to the supermarket, if Liverpool win, I'll go to Tesco and get some more beers, but if they don't win...
You'll drink some beers to commiserate.
Yeah.
No, just
Are you going to be our resident Geralt of the group then? Are you, Toppy?
What's that?
We need to replace our Geralt. We had our drunkard, didn't we? Where we lost him.
Well, I think I've been the drunkard for the past.
You're filling that role admirably, Toppy.
I'm not a proper drunkard though. Like,
You're filling that role with aplomb.
I'll have 6 months of nothing, and then I suppose I'm a bit.
I don't know. I mean, when you can knock back 24 beers like it's nothing, I mean that's stamina. That's I could never. Well, no, I could never drink like that. Closest I ever did was a bottle of vodka in one night, and I regretted that the next day.
Yeah.
Closest I did was 3/4 of a bottle of
rum, and then Bacardi
Captain
rum.
Morgan's, and then 3/4 of a bottle of Bacardi.
Yeah.
I did regret that one.
Yeah.
Only the missus, I think.
I think the most I ever drunk was about 5 years ago, and I was in Malta, and I was really enjoying the local wine. So I had a bottle of rosé to myself, and then I had some prickly pear, and then I had some beers. And then after that time, I was just like, oh yeah, my head's spinning quite a lot now. I think I've wasted my money.
Prickly pear always makes me think of the Jungle Book. You know.
Oh yeah.
It's the bare necessities of Mother Nature's recipe.
Watch out, you'll get a cop. Well, you won't because it's my channel, but you'll get knock on the door, and it's like, were you humming?
We not be able to hum soon. Will that be verboten? Will it?
You won't even be allowed to think of the songs when you're in the shower, and then suddenly you'll see the SES abseiling in, and they'll charge you an invoice for each bullet they machine gun you with, and charge it to your family. And it's like, by the way, is a $15,000 fine for humming a song to yourself whilst you're in the shower. Oh, you were humming 2 different songs, were you? Well, here's a DMCA notice from both Sony and Time Warner. Fuck you very much.
Alexa will they'll put a printout on Alexa where they'll just print out your DMCA tickets, how much you owe them.
Oh, if ever I go into a house with Alexa, I'm just going to be saying racial slurs to it.
Yeah.
That's pretty much like...
Waffen House, for the person asking in the chat, Waffen House is Patrick Bateman's stream, which was ongoing earlier on. He's the American...
Isn't he the cunt of Waffen now?
American Siege guy. He was doing a very long stream earlier.
Is this
on.
Waffle Blue?
It must have finished finally by now.
Has Bateman finished yet, Sonny? Donny fell asleep again?
Don't know.
No, he's
in the chat.
He's in the chat, mate. He's just tagging DOA incorrectly. I think he is tagging.
is he?
The way he's trying to tag DOA.
Just could be pulled away from those Euro truck oversized delivery streams, and it's like, oh, Hobbit's doing Euro trucking. I'm gonna watch this because it's it's nice and relaxing. It sure is.
I don't think Patrick made them.
So if you're wondering what that noise in, that is the sound of the retarder brake, but they're not allowed to
Yeah,
call
she
it.
spoke to Brenda Martinez recently, didn't she?
We are not allowed to call it retarder brake anymore because it's considered
Hasn't she spoken to
offensive.
Barkley as well? She spoke to a lot of people who've been arrested, hasn't she?
So it is now known as the cretin moron retard brake.
Stop that.
It engages automatically so your brake pads don't overheat, because if you do, then you have brake fade, and if you have brake fade, then your brakes stop working, and that is why lorries have retarder brakes in them.
I'll make the joke about retarded brakes.
The cretin brakes. Because you're not allowed
Hobbit
to.
brakes.
You're not allowed to call. Fuck you. You're not allowed to call them retard brakes anymore.
Nick-nod break. Nick-nod break.
Lazy Sambo brakes.
Ian, I don't know if you're following the football and the betting, but even though it's 0-0, the odds on Liverpool getting short and short, and everybody thinks,
Just going to engage my foot pedal now,
I should hope so anyway.
because I need to rest my speed, and this bit's going to be tricky. Will I have the power needed to get up here?
Oh no, it's a
Power
bit tricky.
momentum.
Remember that? Are any of you old enough to remember the Mary Whitehouse experience?
Vaguely
It
remember.
was Rob Newman, David Baddiel, Hugh Punt, and Steve Dennis.
God, fucking.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go, there we go. Right, just about. So I've got to wait for my rear escort to catch up with me, and I can get going again. Is there a modern equivalent of VHS technology? Well, I suppose you could just...
Blu-ray.
But we've superseded that now. You just record things on hard drives.
I'd like just to pick up on a comment from John McNamara. Do any of you have the secret knock for your local pub? I do. I feel so accomplished in life right now. So we were just talking about this before.
Cheat code. He's got the pub cheat code.
Well, I was saying, I don't think there are any speakeasy type activities going on in the UK, but John, can you confirm, your local pub is...
Oh, well, we don't want him to confirm, do we? Because the feds will be on him.
Well, Well, I
Yeah.
don't think we'll be able to track down, but just it's because I'd like to think that there were lots of...
I don't know, a lot of people do. I
don't
talk
know.
to get lifted, don't they?
I wish none of the pubs where I am are open. They're all closed. It's really sad.
Yeah, we need to be more careful with who we speak to, I think. Sometimes.
Just one person to think of.
And he'll be coming to Liège, where the best waffles in all of
But
Belgium.
then again, she says share stuff from Dopey Chris. So what are you gonna do?
There is that as well. You've got to be careful.
No, it's just that female instinct. She needs that affirmation, doesn't she? That women need.
Chris. It's a shame that people like that are involved in nationalism, but that's the current state of affairs.
Well,
Yeah,
it
what
does
are you gonna
attract the disaffected, which are on the fringes of society, so they're on the fringes of society for good reason in some cases. In many cases.
Well, I suppose so. I mean, there should be a few. Where's the modern day GK Chesterton and, all the people that I had on that quotes video?
What you mean Horus? what I really want to do is pull down the turtle's tattoo.
Oh yes, our modern day Jonathan Bowden, Brutus. He's an intellectual, you know. I know he's an intellectual because he's.
The perfect reason. It's not my fault, is it?
I know he's an intellectual because it says so in his book, which I'll be looking forward to hearing another.
You know someone's an intellectual when they proclaim themselves that they are.
Yes. I'll be looking forward to hearing another 4 to 6 pages of it in the next Brutus Diaries.
It's just, it reminds me, you know, if, you know, a girl has to say, I'm good looking, she's probably not that good looking because you would have noticed that anyway. It's just like somebody has to say, I'm an intellectual. You'd already, you know, pick it up that, yeah, you are an intellectual, you don't need to tell me.
You know, Margaret Thatcher said being a woman is a lot like having power. If you have to tell people you're
being a lady.
Being a lady is a lot like having power. Yeah. If you have to tell people you're one, then you're not.
Yeah.
I've sent Tyrone to the cook cage on a discard for a couple of days.
Oh, why? What's he doing?
Unit large. Unit large.
You calling women slags again?
No, that's me, mate.
Right, there we go. There's my second delivery done. Let's detach the trailer. And, any reason you're mocking Brutus is because you're both part of government PSYOP, Hemi and the Hobbit. I wish that was the case.
Yeah, we are.
I mean, if I was, I think I'd be more financially secure. I'd actually have a salary.
The government pays good wages. All the civil service jobs.
Yeah. Brutus is vital to the right wing effort to recapture the country, isn't he? That's why they sent us after him.
That's right. We at GCHQ identified that Brutus was a clear and present danger to the societal functioning of the UK as we want to see it, and for that reason we had to ridicule him in order to maintain order and stability, because he was that effective.
There's only us between England and, you know, the rape cages in the household.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there we go. Wow, I've done 67. So in the 2 days that I've been driving around, I've gone from 40 million euros to 67 million euros. I'm in the wrong business. I should be a truck driver. At least I would have been, except they cancelled all the trains.
What on earth were you delivering? Like fucking uranium or?
No, not even that. It's just the fact that whilst I'm busy doing my job, all my other drivers, how many of them have I got? Let's go into a table and I've viewed them. I've got 300
you've worked your way up. Have you?
I've got 340 employees. So I'm number one, so I can't be one, but everyone else is an employee. So 340 of them, all busy trucking around various parts of Europe, making me money. And who's the highest rated of a lot of them? I've got Toby T in Southampton, and he's nearly mastered everything. Who else has it got? Got him, yeah.
$6.32 a kilometre. Fucking hell, you don't like $4.72 a kilometre. P. Milton's having a hard time there.
Yeah.
Poor guy. I thought, you know, someone with a name like that. I mean, whoa. Shake, you know, he can give him a shitty year, you know.
Yeah, he's quite good. He is. I mean, he only charges me €4.72 every kilometre he does, so that's all right. I mean, what's the most expensive driver I've got? So the cheapest driver I've got is Maximilian T. I only have to pay him €1.30 per kilometre. He's all right.
Eastern European.
Well, actually, where is he based? He's based in Swansea. Oh, God. He must be struggling with that wage. My most expensive driver is me. It costs me 51.97 euros per kilometre driven. That's probably due to all the fines and repairs I have to do. But, yeah.
But that's cost. That's not paid.
So the average... Actually, is this how much I... No, this is how much I earn per kilometre. So the guy that earns the most is me. And then the next most profitable driver is Enzo F.
Enzo Ferrari?
Yeah, Enzo F. But my least profitable driver is Maximilian T.
Well, wait, he's going to be quite expensive because they've had to resurrect him from the dead, haven't they?
No, but this is. It's not the cost to me. This is how much money they make me per kilometre. So Maximilian T.
Look, imagine how much those cryogenics are costing to keep that cab cooled.
Yes,
Probably
but
why it's costing so much.
do you think there might be somebody else in the world with the name Enzo F?
It could only be Enzo Ferrari.
Ah, I see. Well, there's an image of him, and his wage is 14.12 euros per kilometre plus
14.88.
492 per delivery. But yeah, okay, that's. I don't want to do any. How long have I been streaming for anyway? I've been. So it's been live 1 hour and 45 minutes. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. I'm going to have one of my EU directive mandatory work time breaks. So, hey chat, go forth and be fruitful. Goodbye.
Good night.
Go away now.
There we go. There's the stream.